trabajado por más de 20 años con titulares de marcas, ayudándolos a crear, proteger sus marcas. Como abogada in-house, Katie fue responsable de marcas no tradicionales mundialmente famosas. Por su parte, Dani es socio de la firma Kilpatrick Stockton, socio director de la firma en Washington, D.C. Su práctica está enfocada a la protección, gestión y cumplimiento de los bienes de propiedad intelectual en los Estados Unidos y en el extranjero. Asesora a clientes en relación con la gestión nacional e internacional de la cartera de marcas, licencias y otras transacciones en el ámbito de la propiedad intelectual.
IP professional, you want to be thinking about what elements you might be able to protect. Danny mentioned trade dress before, and I happened to see in the materials that were handed out that there was an article.
A fluid trademark is a trademark that changes. It's not a trademark that only moves, but it's a trademark that is changing and presents itself in a variety of different ways. A good example is the Google Doodle, because you see that constantly changing, and it doesn't only change to look different though, it also changes so that the consumer interacts with it. So the idea behind a fluid trademark is that you're combining the message with the trademark so that you see something new and entertaining, but at the same time you understand that it's a source and you're associating yourself with the product.
Fluid marks. As you can see on the next slide, I think most of you have seen these tools coming from Google, and they show a new trend, a new way of showing the marks, and this goes beyond the traditional rule that the marks should be used as they were registered and without slight change.
As we looked at the constant, we looked at traditional and non-traditional marks. Both of them, whether we call them traditional or not, have remained constant. The Tiffany Blue is the Tiffany Blue. The Coca-Cola bottle is the Coca-Cola bottle. The theme really will be that fluid trademarks are not constant. They're always changing. And we, as brand owners and trademark professionals, need to be able to continue to work with branding professionals. Let's examine some marketing practices, and I want to show you what fluid trademarks is not. You see in the top corner with the laughing cow, great. I would not consider that a fluid mark. Sure, there's...
Registering a fluid trademark is very difficult. There's actually no way to, in many jurisdictions, there's no way to actually have a registration for the fluid trademark itself. So mostly what I counsel my clients is to think about the purpose of the trademark, which is to identify the source, and then figure out how they're going to use their trademark. It shouldn't be random change. The change should be changed with a purpose. Usually you'll want to establish goodwill in your trademark first before you start to sort of tinker with it or play with it. So you're going to have some uses that are very traditional, non-fluid uses, and those are the trademarks that you'll seek a registration for. And then you want to use your fluid trademarks with a purpose so that you end up with some kind of features and indicia that you can then use to perhaps as trade dress or some consistency that you can then point to, but the registration will probably be for your more traditional use of your trademark.
Imagine how you would have given advice a few years ago about how MTD couldn't play with their marks like this, couldn't sort of hide for the trademark. So for example, many people are familiar with the bottle or the absolute alcohol. And you'll see in the slides that we've got in front of you though, renditions of the bottle where it's not just the bottle, it's not even the bottle at all.
You still know that it's absolute bottle. The word snicker doesn't even appear, but yet that brown with that white and that red and that blue, you still know that it's snickered. So in that sense, I think the trade dress is being strengthened. I've had some people tell me they have no idea what that is and they thought it was a worse campaign. That's perhaps more of a marketing issue than a trademark manner, and if I were protecting